Man, it feels like it's been ages since I last made a video. Well, one, I've been so busy with school that I just obviously don't have time. And also, the weather has been like super shitty. I think for the last 2 weeks, like maybe even longer, there's been no bikes or rarely any bikes on the road. So pretty hard to make content when you're not riding your bike, right? But heading out to bike meet, we're actually meeting up at Cycle Gear. It's an 80s theme. So best I can do is get my Xeon or my Nyan backpack with an 80s theme. Because unfortunately they don't make 80s themes motorcycle gear. And if they do, I haven't seen any. So you guys let me know. But either way, it should be fun. Should be a big turnout because, like I said, nobody has been on the road or riding for at least 2 weeks. I know for me it's been longer since I've been so busy with school, or at least not been able to make videos, you know. But man, I am towing this line. I did a shitty job on this one. There we go. Let's get back in line. Why am I making things harder for myself? But yeah, it's just been, there's been no bike meetups, at least no big ones or organized ones in the last few weeks because of the weather. So it should be a big meet. What's new? I got new mirrors. Actually, I've had those for a little while long. I think last video, or maybe the video before that, I said that I had new mirrors that I needed to get fixed. So got the new mirrors. I like them. They're the anti-glare. Do I notice a big difference? Not necessarily with the headlights, but I mean, every little bit helps, you know what I mean? But again, I love these mirrors because they're actually Rizoma style mirrors, really quality made, and they actually are functional. Like I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see traffic behind me, you know? But let's see, what else is new? In the world of bike vloggers, what's the guy's name? Dancing Moto. I don't think I've seen too many of his videos, but apparently he's kind of, you know, like he does his thing. He gets on social media, he dances and he rides, but there was a video on Reddit where homeboy was in an R7. I think he was wearing like one of those fucking compression tops or Hispanic tops, something like that. Leathers, no gloves, which is wild, right? Like no gloves for me is just one of those things, like, you know, instinctively you're gonna put your hands out whenever you fall, even if it's a little fall, and the last thing you want to do is take out all the skin in your palms, because fuck that. Anyways, but yeah, I guess he was in Georgia and he was running from the Georgia State Police, or the Georgia Highway Patrol, whatever they're called, and they're notorious for not giving a fuck and being really good at catching people, even if you're on a bike. They're not afraid to ram somebody on a bike, which in my idea is stupid because, you know, you got to look at the like the seriousness of the crime committed, and then look at if it's worth killing this person, possibly killing another person or injuring another person in case, you know, you put this guy down somewhere in the road and somebody breaks. But even if you only kill the rider, it was like killing the rider for, let's just say, I don't know, fucking doing wheelies or not having registration. Is that worth it? I think, you know, this is where police use their powers and go, you know, I'm going to set up kind of a sting operation and maybe like do some police work and catch him where he's not able to kill himself because... But anyways, GSP was chasing this guy and he was running in an R7, which... I don't know an R7. I've never taken an R7 to top speed, but it's just one of those bikes that just doesn't, you know, you don't assume is gonna outrun a lot of things. And he didn't outrun the GSP. And the Georgia State Police was like, "Hey, my man, come here. Let me show you what the front end of my car looks like," and literally put this guy down. The crazy thing was, after he was down, I think another car basically ran him over, which is kind of wild because at this point, like, this guy doesn't have a weapon. I mean, yeah, he ran, but does that mean you get to kill him by running him over? Like, you know. And again, different cops, different police officers out there. Everybody does things differently, but I know for a fact that if you point a vehicle at a police officer, in most locations, they're going to consider it, a deadly weapon, and you're liable to get shot, right? So why wouldn't it be the same thing for them, right? Like, you're not just gonna be a police officer and just shoot somebody just cause. So then why should you just run somebody over just cause, regardless of what he did? Unless he's like, you know, hey, I was an active shooter and I'm a threat. But this guy was running and he was already on the ground, slid on the ground, so you know he wasn't getting back up with no bike, and you ran him over. Like, I'm not condoning whatever this guy Dancing Moto did, but at the same time, like, I'd be having a talk with my lawyers and seeing what I would do. But moral of the story is, don't run from the cops. Just don't run from the cops. Be legit, don't run from the cops. And if you're not legit, don't do anything that's gonna bring attention to make cops notice you. Right? We already get so much attention, right? And do you really need to be doing some dumb shit? Let's go, come on. Also, I gotta remember to take off my ND filter. I think it's pretty low light conditions where I can take it off. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take that off. And we'll put that in my pocket. Somehow. I don't think it was the right idea to do. Yeah, that was definitely not a smart move, because now I have the ND filter in my hand and I think I just cracked it, to be honest. Let me take a look. No, I didn't crack it. But there we go. Let me just catch up a little bit, get a little to speed, open up my pocket now that I don't have a red light in front of me, and put the ND filter in there, because I don't think it's going to be too bright, but we'll see. In a chill mood, especially because I don't have the music playing. But earlier today I went down to school, so obviously I took the highway, which is to my left. But anytime I have the music playing, man, I get a good playlist going. Or like this morning when the sun was shining after like 2 weeks of not having any sun and just being constant rain, man. The zoomies, that's all I'm gonna say. I had the zoomies. So now I'm more of a chill vibe. Also, I'm just letting the caffeine kind of do its thing. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Something else that's changed or new is I had the, what do you call it? The metal Dainese gloves. I still have them, obviously. Not that I have them and I don't have them anymore. But those are my old gloves. Still use them. They're still in the rotation. But my brother was down in Atlanta, and while he was down there, I had him look for the white boots, the white Torque 4s, and I got excited there for a second, because for a while I heard like you couldn't buy them online. You can only get them at like Dainese locations. So here in South Carolina, we don't have any. The closest one to me is in Atlanta, which is 4 or 5 hours away. Anyways, my brother was hanging out there, and he went into Dainese for me, and the clerk or the lady at Dainese was like, "Oh yeah, we can order them." But I think like the four most popular sizes were just like unavailable. So basically, I had everything else. What I should have done is probably bought, you know, the size above me, and then just probably put them online to see like who wanted to trade for a 43. So if anybody out there has some Torque 4s, holy shit, Damn, I'll keep that to myself. But if anybody out there has some Torque 4s in white, you know, and you're trying to sell them, let me know, you know. I know people out there just trying to make a kill, and they'll get them for like 400 and they'll sell them for like double the price. And I get it, there is a market, there's supply and low supply, lots of demand, so I guess you're able to do that. But I still have hopes that Dainese will restock either online or in person, and I can get them. But anyways, when he was there, I was like, all right, you know, don't leave empty-handed. I just hate having one set of things, and I mean, obviously, like, if you can, because you can't afford it, whatever, but if you can, it's like having like one pair of shoes, right? Like, if you have one pair of shoes and you use them daily, they're just going to get beat up, and you're gonna have to get another one. So I got a new pair of gloves, right? They're the I think they are, but basically, whereas everything else was metal, here is carbon fiber. Besides that, same thing, leather, palm slider, pinky guard, gauntlet glove. And then locally, I was able to get the jacket that I have now, which is a Racing 5 perforated jacket, which even like in the cool mornings, man, it feels so good because that cold air just rushes through, and it's not cold enough, at least for me, to like, you know, send shivers down my back, but it just feels good. It feels really freaking good. And then especially like as later on in the later part of the day, it gets a little warmer, you still get the perforation. So I got that, all black, mostly all black and gray. But it fits, I think it fits a little bit better than my other one. The other one I got because I'm pretty stocky, so the other one I'm like, all right, I'm not the tallest guy around, so I can't buy like tall things because they're either one, too long and skinny, or they're just the right length but like way oversized. Right, so, but anyways, I was able to find this size. I don't know what size it is. I think it's a 56 that I got. And, yeah, it fits really good. And I like having it, with this jacket, I like having the gauntlet gloves over the jacket. Oh, we got somebody else going to Cycle Gear, or coming from Cycle Gear. What's up, dude? Nah, he's not going to Cycle Gear. He's probably getting out the highway and, just going home. Anyways, I got the racing jacket. It fits pretty cool. I mean, you can see the perforation on there. And I like wearing, for this one, I like wearing the gauntlet gloves over the jacket because it's slim. It fits kind of slim over the wrist. But it's not tight enough to where like my Apple Watch is not going off. Because if I do the same thing with my Racing 4 jacket, it'll literally set off the Apple Watch, and then I'll have like emergency services or 911 calling me back asking like if everything was okay because they just got a distress call from my watch. So you guys that have Apple Watches out there like I do, you know the struggle sometimes when you're wearing gloves and a jacket or both that are really tight around your wrist, right? So why is the zoomies just like contagious? You see somebody doing the zoomies and you're just like, if I hit this little, if I flick my wrist just in the right amount, this happens. So I'm like, almost like that pothole there. Oh yeah, some of the local guys here already. Let's go. Oh yeah, we got some 80s. We got the top. Hell yeah. What up, dude?
How's it going, man?
Good, chilling, dude.
Doing good.
Hell yeah.
You're famous.
Am I famous? Maybe. You let me know, cause shit. What are you guys up to?
You know, just chilling.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I love her makeup. That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I told her to do it, and then she was like, "Oh, I didn't see that text." And then she's like, "I do it with a Sharpie." I'm like, "Fuck."
That would have been what? Did you really do that with a Sharpie?
No.
She did it with mascara first.
Okay.
What the fuck is called? Eyeliner. I don't know.
Okay, I was gonna be like, yo, you're gonna have to.
With Sharpie over it.
What's wrong with the Sharpie?
So whenever you come to wash it off and you gotta fucking like get alcohol to do it, you're gonna be like, this really sucks.
Toner, which is salicylic acid.
True, but I mean like.
You use a rag that can exfoliate it.
I mean.
If you use moisturizer, like regular lotion,
Yeah.
expels whatever's on your face because it moistures. So
You know what's the best?
That routine.
You know what's the best thing for it that like people have told me? Sweat. Like sweat, but then like you're gonna go run and be like, I gotta go run this paint off.
Right.
No, that's sick. Honestly, I was like, hey, I heard it was like Halloween, and they're like, no, it's not Halloween, it's 80s, and I'm like, listen, the best I can do, if you guys see my backpack, is like, look, 80s, right? Best I can do.
Fuck
Can
yeah.
you do the raccoon that goes?
The little fucking, the one that goes in a circle, or the other one?
It's a raccoon. It just goes like this.
I can put anything I want in there.
Hell yeah.
I can literally take a video of something right now, put it on there, and it'll put it on there.
Go
Yeah.
check on my phone.
Dude, I should take a video of your bike and you put it on that bitch.
Dude, people are asking me like, where the fuck do you guys get that? I'm just like, right there, Ion Gear.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
I've seen a lot of those shits.
yeah, dude, especially here, like, fucking, there's like 3-4 of us that have it, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad the sun is.
Media, I haven't seen a lot of people with it like in real life.
Dude, I know. I think it's just like bigger cities than here. It is thick out here. Taco truck too. It's 80s night, so one of the cool things is some little mopeds out there. I don't know if you can tell. Like that yellow one and that other one, they're pretty sick, like 80s on their mopeds. But I think we're about to ride here pretty soon. Sick. Literally got everything. We got more bikes behind there. Looking at the sun. They're taking off. Look at that H2 lowered. No plate. Oh, that's hers. That is sick. We are leaving the event. We're gonna meet up at a Spinks gas station, and we're gonna go from there. Why is my guy out here with no helmet? Bro, that's just, oh, I hate to see bikers down. And like, unfortunately, like, we've had a few here, it's like biker down, critical condition, or, you know, worse, and it's always no helmet. Let's go. Oh, gas station takeover. Love that exhaust. and stoppies. Let's go.
Nice bike, bro.
Thanks, dude. Heck yeah. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks, dude. This is sick, too. I love the fucking old Honda, bro. Alright, we're going. Let's go. Let's go. Watch the gravel. Let's go. I don't even know where we're going. I think we're going to go to the port. I wouldn't imagine it being a long group ride, but honestly, we'll see. Gonna block. There we go. There's our blocker. Gotta love this. Gotta love it. The vibes are just... This is something else about a big group of riders riding at night through the city, man. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
on over there? Who's over there?
Well, we gotta go. Hey, we gotta go. Hey, break to nowhere.
They just want us gone. So what?
A lot of people went left at the traffic circle.
Why? They told us to leave.
Everyone was going this way, this way.
What the fuck? Downtown, next to some shady ass self-storage. Oh man, that's funny. Dude, what's the deal with the fucking half of it not painted?
They filmed a movie here.
Ah,
Yeah, so they painted that for the movie.
no shit. Another night on the bike over. Let's get on the road and let's go home.